be getting ready. I'm gonna be doing an entire makeup look today. It's gonna be probably like red, green, white. If you can guess why, it's for Mexico's Independence Day coming up. So I'm gonna be uploading like the full tutorial on YouTube, but I'm actually gonna get ready with you guys because I've never done this with you. So I am going to look really quick for what I need. It is gonna be a little bit different. I attempted this look last year and it was a pretty decent one, but I have a subliminal playing. It is actually a subliminal that I made, so if you want to listen to it, it's on my channel. The first thing that we are going to go in with is Miss NYX glue. This is the one that I've been using right now, but I love the L'Oreal one that they have, their 24/7 brow lamination. That one's my like ultimate one, but we're gonna go ahead and just, I'm also recording like the thing over here, so if I'm looking away, don't mind me, don't mind me. Okay, let me see really quick. So we're gonna do the NYX. And then, this is how tiny the little brush is, by the way. It's so cute. And then I just brush up like this. And you see how it already like makes such a big difference like on my face? Look, lifted immediately. Also, do not be worried about that red coming out. It's just my red eyelash, or my red eyebrows. Period. Look, like automatically oh my gosh, can I talk? So the reason why I love to lift my eyebrows like up, it's just because it gives you like that natural, like, you know, like kind of facelift in a sense. Like, I know most of us probably don't need it, and honestly, like it's just the way that I like it. Most people can just brush straight forward, you know, to get their eyebrows to stay together. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. But I usually do comb upwards so that it just looks like a little bit more like lifted on my face. Period. And then I just kind of brush out towards the end like this so that it could give it that like natural curve on there. And then we're gonna do the other eyebrow really quick too. Like this. And also do not mind my nails, like they're really bad. I had to take off what are they even called? Like I had press-ons, like these press-ons, and the glue is like literally like super glue, so it like ripped my nails. All of them. Do not recommend that at all. Okay, then we're gonna go in and do this. And then maybe like that. Hello, I hope you're having a great day. Also, if you guys use any like eyebrows, any eyebrow glue that you guys like, definitely feel free to recommend them to me. I will try literally anything, but my favorite one so far is the L'Oreal one that they have their brow lamination. That one will always get my my money, always, 100%. This one I am just trying because L'Oreal sent me, well, they gifted it to me, but I'm on their Consumer Beauty Collective program, so I just tried it because everybody has been saying that it's a really good eyebrow laminator. Hello guys, I hope you're having such a great day today. Also, I'm sorry if it's moving or shaking, but like my desk is like extremely fragile, so it's definitely gonna be crazy. Okay, period. Look, lifted up, completed. My red is like fading out a little. You could see it like if I'm closer, like you could see it's a little red like this, but who cares?
Unplug and unlock the tech and the value.
I don't know why it's playing ads on my videos. Like, I literally do not get paid for this. There's not gonna be any free clout for ads on this. You guys better run me my money. Okay, let me turn it back up now that it's over. By the way, if you like the subliminal, it's on my page and feel free to watch it. We're gonna go a little bit more like relaxed vibes right now, just because it just feels like more of like the vibe. But sorry, we're gonna get ready with the next one. I just did not expect those ads to play. Okay, so now we're gonna fill in our eyebrows. So obviously whichever color you wanna use. I'm definitely gonna use red. So this is the one that I use for it. Why is it not? Let me turn it this way. Is it focusing now? Anyway, it's Handy On. So, and then it's an eyebrow cream and 0.9. So, thank you so much. You are very beautiful. Staying off the grid, you're funny. Let's see. Where's my eyebrow brush? Of course, the second I go live, I cannot see. Let me see. Let me remove that person because they're being like really rude for no reason. Let me report them. Nothing wrong with being gay. I actually am, like, I guess I would put myself in bisexual, but don't need to, like, that's not what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about makeup, but I deleted them. But thank you so much for the compliment, Soul. You're beautiful as well, as what I was trying to say before we were rudely interrupted in our conversation. But this is like the type of red that like I get. I don't know why it's not showing it correctly. Let me move you a little closer. Okay, so this is like the type of red, and obviously I'm a little far away, but my hair color is pretty red. So we're gonna just go ahead and do this. This is the first time I've ever done like a get ready with me on here too, so just be patient, okay? I like to talk a lot and then we get like nowhere. So let me, I'm also recording like a YouTube video over here too, so I'm gonna put them. The product, because you know, I don't know who that is. I'll search him up in just a second. Let me show you how I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick. So I take like a brush, I take a brush that's slanted like this. I have a smaller one, but I seriously like cannot find it. I have no idea where I put it. Yeah, I seriously have no idea where it's at. Oh, it's right here. Okay. This is the smaller one that I use. So I just kind of use it in there, put it in there, and then I make a line. I'm gonna search who that is up in just a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. And then like I grab the slanted brush like this, and I just go like in a straight line this way. So yeah, it's gonna look like it's super, super red, but concealer is gonna be your best friend when you have different colored eyebrows. And just in general, when you're doing like really really bold palette, like I cannot talk, but when you're using like a bold color, like concealer is going to be your best friend too, because it'll erase literally everything. And then this is how we're gonna just color it in like this. Like this. Now for this, I have heard like a lot of people say that they like stroke up when they're doing their eyebrows. So they go up like this instead of like what I was just doing, like striping it like forward. Sometimes when you do press on and go back, it does like clump it together. So it's not really like the best like idea to do, but I need to fill it in, so that's why I do it. And also because you can clearly tell like my natural hair color is like a really dark brown, and so it's really hard sometimes to see that red come out, but that's why I have to press it on like a little bit more than usual. I do dye my eyebrows red, but obviously anybody that has like you know, like bold colors like red, blue, green, anything like that, they wash off really quickly, especially if it's like your eyebrows. So you only get like 2 weeks max at that. And then like right here in the middle, that's when I go up like this. That's when I use it to go up. And then again, if you get out of line or anything like that, concealer is gonna be your best friend. So we're gonna show you like how to clean it up in just a second too. And then I'm gonna search up who that person is because I'm always so curious. A lot of people always tell me I don't look like anybody, so I'm kind of curious to see who that person is. And then again, do not worry if it looks crazy, okay? Okay, maybe worry a little bit because I cannot find my other brush. Where is it? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get my thing.
Style and substance. In the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR with a total value of over $5,800 on this Sierra 1500 model.
Oh my goodness. Why are these ads playing without my permission? The crazy thing is that it's a subliminal that I posted and they're not even paying me for those ads. But anyways, let me see. Let's see who this person is. It's Y-E-O Sang. Yo Sang. Sorry if I said that wrong. From Etsy's. Wait, did I type it in? Hold on. Oh, he's handsome. Thank you for the compliment. He's really handsome. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and finish this. So I can't find my spoolie, so usually what I do is I use the same eyebrow stuff that I have on there, and then I just blend it out, so just watch. And I love this little brush. It's like the cutest thing. What I saw that he was a rapper, is that correct? Is he I didn't see what band he was in. But yeah, he's really handsome. And I love, love, love that photo that came up of him with like the blonde hair. I actually used to have blonde hair. So definitely relate. I don't know if he has blonde hair now, but. And then what I do is I comb like sideways, right? Because we already went up, like the whole point of it is to like go, like push it up and then go away. So, and like move out of your way like this. And then we're gonna leave that alone as is right now. And then once we come back with the actual concealer, we'll make it shape more. So let's go ahead and do the other one. Let's go ahead and do it. Can I zoom in? Am I allowed to do that? Oh, I am. Said back up. Okay. We're just gonna zoom in for the eyebrows. So this is what I do. Also, just a quick like hack, if you are ever using like anything like a brow dip or anything like that and it's getting kind of soft or hard, to soften it up, you can use like a little primer. That's what I use. I use the e.l.f. one that I got, and I just like put like a drop in there. You don't want to add too much because then you're gonna make it super soggy. So what I do is I just like blend it in like this, and then it'll give it that cream like browy dip again. Thank you so much. I love my hair too. It's you know how like everybody usually has like their favorite feature on their face or on their body or whatever. Mine really is my hair. It's always been my hair. I love the, like, these are its natural curls. Obviously has product in it, but it's naturally like dried like this. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. You were too, Annabelle. Thank you. And then like now you see how like that's a little bit more dry, or sorry, not dry, it's not dried anymore. And then watch how easy it's gonna like, you see the difference on that, like how different it looks on there. Oh, I love that. What kind of products do you use on your curly hair? Love you too, preppy gang. And then it's just easier to blend. And then like I said, you can either go sideways or you can go up like this. It doesn't really matter because it's however you want the look to look like. Okay, let me dry the pencil really quick so that I could just work with this product. And again, the whole point of makeup is to not be afraid to get messy. It's more so like looking for ways to fix the messiness, because when you're having like bad days, you don't want that to like discourage you from like not wanting to do your makeup again. So we always gotta look at ways to fix it. And see right here in the front, I always go up like this. And again, do not worry, concealer is gonna fix everything. Okay, now since it is a little bit more wet than this side is, we're gonna have to let it dry for a little bit before we can comb it out. So we just gotta let it dry. But this is what they look like when you actually take the spoolie and brush up and then you work side to side. So you look like Felix from Stray Kids. I need to look who that person is. I always like looking up who people always think that I look like, because I've never been told I look like anybody. So oh, I wish you had curly hair too, honestly. I love having my curly hair, like, so much. Okay, let's see. Felix, Stray Kids. I've never even heard that. Am I too old now? Oh, he's like a singer. Let me see. Go to all. Rapper, singer, visual of the group. Cool. Oh, from South Korea too. Yeah, Australia. That's awesome. I need to hear their music. He's very handsome too. You guys are picking out some handsome man. But thank you so much for saying I look like him. Okay, so let's let this dry. It's just gonna dry. It's gonna be the exact same as this end. So what I do, we can go ahead and zoom back out. You don't need to be that close. He's handsome, but I guess I look like him. So let's see. Oh, so for primer, you want something that your makeup is going to like last in all day. And so far I've tried a lot. Like I've tried matte, I've tried like NYX, I've tried e.l.f., I've tried I think I've tried Urban Decay, I've tried Fenty. I love Fenty's. And then I'm currently using this one right now, which is the Maybelline Maybelline Grippy Serum. So it's like a up to 24-hour makeup primer. So it's supposed to be like an actual grip on the makeup, but but this is the one that I'm using. I'm also filming over here too to upload this later. And then what I do is I just kind of shake it up a little, and then we just add it onto our face like this. And I will say, having like acne on my face is obviously like not the best, but this like doesn't make me break out. So I have noticed that it is like really nice on acne prone skin. Oh, thank you. What's your name? I'll subscribe here in just a second. I just need to rub this in. But look at that glow. You see that glow immediately? Oh no, it's running down my nose. Like this. Beautiful. And then I go on top of my eyelids too, just like this. I touched it, guys. No. Let me go get a... Give me 1 second. I should have done one eye at a time because this is what happens when you're not paying attention, but it's okay. Again, it's nothing that can't be fixed. So we're gonna leave that like right there. I had to scroll down. So yeah, we're gonna just leave all of that right there. And we're just gonna let it keep drying. But essentially I do this because the primer does need like a couple, probably like a minute honestly to dry. Like it's already kind of like grippy. I've always wanted to try the grip test. So we're gonna try this big like brush. We're gonna see if it sticks on me, so. Did you guys see that? It did stick. It did stick. Let me try a smaller one. That's the type of grip you need though. It should be sticking on, but. Oh, thank you so much. Where are you from? If you like want to share, obviously, you don't have to. Like, what are your hobbies? Like, what do you like to do? What do you usually like to watch? I'm assuming since you're watching my makeup that you like makeup or anything like that, or are you just kind of like diverse? Let me put this up. Okay. What was I gonna do next? I lost my train of thought because I touched my eyebrow. Okay, normally what I do is I go back with the concealer, but my eyebrow is still too wet. Like, we cannot be messing with that yet. Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Let me see if I can like try to blend it in a little bit more. Maybe let me see if I can remove some of the excess. That way it can dry a little bit faster. Okay. I always debate on whether I want to do like get readies with me and show the process of my eyebrows because they literally take so long. And this is why, like, we're already what, 25 minutes in and I've only done my eyebrows and my primer. But your eyebrows have to look like really good. I watch a lot of things. That's awesome. I love that. That's cool. I love that. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. I only speak Spanish and English. this dude. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a drink. Anybody else like Dr. Pepper? I know it's not like good for you, but I love Dr. Pepper. I guess while we're waiting, we can do like our, well, no, we can't because we need the, okay, let's just go ahead and do it. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna be using this concealer right here. And what I do is I underline it like right here, like really, really close to the eyebrow. If you want to do the top with your foundation, you can, but you're gonna be putting foundation on anyways, so it really does not matter. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this over here too. So it should look just as crazy as this. And then sometimes what I like to do is I like to go in with all my blemishes too. Right now, thankfully, my face doesn't have like a lot. It's just more like scarring. Like this is all just scars from my previous acne. But if I have any active ones, I'll use them on there too. I'm Mexican, so I was raised and born in the United States, and I do speak fluent Spanish and English. I will say my English and Spanish are like literally like the same because English sometimes tramples coming out. Sometimes I think in Spanish and then I want to say something in English and then it just doesn't work out. Let me go put some water on my sponge really quick. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend it. So I am gonna just start with like the blemishes that I used, just very quickly. Just so it looks a little better on camera. Okay, period. And then this is like my most favorite part. I've never tried it. I haven't seen it where I live. What haven't you seen? I'm sorry, I already forgot what I said. I'm a mess. But anyways, let's go ahead and carve these eyebrows. So we're gonna start with the bottom. I always start with the bottom. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, where are you from? Yeah, it's more like a United States thing. It's not like, I mean, all soda is bad. I mean, if you look at like all the ingredients and stuff, probably really bad, but I just love Dr. Pepper. Like, why? So we're just gonna go ahead and carve it anyways. And now I'm getting sidetracked. I'm telling you, if we start talking, I'm gonna talk forever. So this is what I do. I like underline like the entire eyebrow like this until any unwanted red is gone. Like this. And then you can use the leftover to just kind of go over your eye because we're gonna be using pretty bold colors. So I do need like I do need it to look the same color as my concealer. Oh, that's awesome. I think it's is it like a country and a continent? Okay, look. Okay. Period. And then we're gonna go up to the top and we're gonna go ahead and do the same. Like that. I mean, you can bring it up this way too if you want. Just to like not let the product just kind of pile up, but this is how you get it to look really nice and sharp in that sense, and it still looks pretty lifted up. My eyebrows just naturally curve like that, so I just leave it as is. But if you want that more lifted eyebrow, you can, like, you know, make it straighter like that with whatever, you know, contour that you have, or eyeshadow, anything like that, eyebrow dip. Literally, there's just so much to makeup that you can do whatever and anything that you want, truly. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eyes. This side I'm a little worried about because it's still not dry. Per. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. And also, I am not usually this quiet. I just have to lock in for my eyebrows, because if my eyebrows are not good for the makeup look, there's no point, in my opinion, to continue it. Purr. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this to the whole thing. Oh, cool. Oh, wow, you're like really far out there. I heard Australia has like a lot of like crazy animals and like insects. I think more insects, right? Let me see. I'm not doing anything. This is what I like to do, is just make makeup looks and post them. So that's what I'm doing today, is just doing a makeup look. And if we go out tonight, then I'll be ready. If not, then we just, you know, get to stay in looking good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just period. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the top. I do have to work a little slower. I know you guys are like 32 minutes and we're still on eyebrows. Yes, because this is wet. So let's see. Yes, this is why I was afraid of it being like, you know, not dry, because if you don't work right with it, it'll just get everywhere on your face. And red is like such a bold color. But the good thing with concealer is that it does get rid of it. So, and then you're gonna put on your foundation too, so don't worry about that. Girl, I don't even know. I could take up, when it's just me, I can, it's because I'm talking. See, I need to work and talk. When it's just me, I think like an hour and a half to get ready. If I'm really trying, like if I'm adding like eyeshadow and everything like that, like how we're doing today, I'm probably gonna take like an hour and a half today just to finish completely. And then when I'm by myself, if I'm not doing like a crazy like eyeshadow look, like probably 35-40 minutes. But I had to add, it's because I added the liquid onto my eyebrow dip, and you're normally supposed to do that like the day before you start getting ready, because again, it'll just cause it to stay wet like for longer than what it should, versus like, you see how the difference is, it's already dried over here, and then it's, you could tell it's still like wet on that side. So it'll dry, it just, it's gonna take a couple minutes. Okay. Let me get this right here. Okay, cool. So we got them done. I know, finally. AFK? Wait. What does that mean? AFK? I don't think I've heard that ever. Man, I feel really out of the loop. Okay. Let me record for this one too. Okay, so now I have a pretty cool eyeshadow look that I want to do. So we're gonna be using the Fade into Hue, and we're gonna be using the California Love, I believe that's what it's called. Oh, it doesn't have a name, it's just Color Pop. It literally just says Color Pop. So we are going to be using this beautiful red right here. And this beautiful green right here, because we're gonna be doing Mexico colors. Because this is gonna be the Mexico Independence palette. Wait back for a moment. Yeah, it's gonna dry. Like now that I completed it, it's gonna dry really quickly. Probably like in the next 20 minutes, but I can finish the rest of my eye look like while it's getting completed. Oh my god, no, not my eyebrow wanting to itch. Okay, period. So we're gonna start with red. So what I'm gonna do is I like to mix match the colors. So with Mexico's flag, it's green, white, red. And let me see how it would look, because if you do it the opposite, then it's technically not. I like to like mix match them. So if I do like red on the outer end, I'll do green on the other side. But if it's gonna be like the Mexico color, I don't want it to be a different flag. So let me see if I think it's Italian, that might be the opposite. Let me make sure it doesn't look like another flag. Give me 1 second.
For the love of love, Bumble. Start.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna look like the other flag. So let's just go ahead and we'll do green on the inside, red on the outside, and then we'll do some white eyeliner. I think that would be like pretty cute, right? Could try that. Okay, let's do it. So we're gonna start with red then. Remember to always pat off the excess, like especially when it's a blending brush, you do not want a lot of that on there, because when you're working with like a lot of colors, you're gonna look crazy. So trust the process. So we're just gonna start blending like this. And then like again, on this, since we don't have any makeup on, concealer is gonna be your best friend. I'm gonna teach you guys how to clean it up too, so that whenever you are getting ready, you don't have to like do it perfectly the first time. I used to think that like, oh my gosh, if it looks like this, I'm done. Like, you know, I can't even go out anymore. Like I used to be really dramatic about makeup. Okay, let me get my mirror because I need to look over here really quick. While you guys are looking, let me zoom in a little bit more. Bye, girl. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you have a great day. Okay. So we're gonna go in like this. And then I usually stop like right here because we're gonna have to pile on green, so we can stop right here. And then I usually take it to like the top like this. And the whole point is to just mix. Just mix it until you get it into like the color of red that you want it to look like. So we're almost done here. And then what I like to do is for it to give it more like of that beautiful red, you could just grab it, but instead of like tapping it off, have that excess on there and just go down like this. and then that'll give it more color. And just do it like right here, nowhere else, because you don't want that color to blend accidentally with, like, you know, down here or anything like that. And now it looks like a lot more red. Do you see that? And then you can blend a little, like up here. Okay, awesome. Perfect. So if you look crazy, you're doing a good job. Hey, how are you? I hope you are having a great day today. I am teaching you guys. Well, not even teaching, just on live doing my makeup. But okay, period. Now we're gonna do the other side. Let me move this that way. Okay. So again, remove excess, off always. And then you want a fluffy brush. A fluffy brush. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. And we're gonna go all the way out here because I want it all the way out there. Oh, excuse me. Yuck. It's really cold in my room, guys. And before you say turn it down, trust I have, it's at 73 degrees in the house. In Texas, it's like 100 degrees outside. It should not be like this cold in my house, but it also should not, like, you know what I mean, feel hot either. Okay, so we're just brushing, blushing, brushing, blushing, brushing. I also call it brushing because when I use red, like, you know, it's red and blush, so. If you look crazy, don't worry about it. Hello, I hope you are having such a beautiful day. Thank you so much. You are so pretty too. I hope you're having such a great day. So I think this is probably good. Let me see both sides. Because you have to envision like kind of where you're cutting the crease, right? So we are not working with anything below this. I think this looks pretty good. Okay, and then remember you take extra pigment and you just dab it on right here. Because that's where you want the red to show the most.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. It's in the pulse of
Stupid
those-
ads, dude. Okay. Okay. Look how pretty that looks. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't remember who I used to watch like growing up, but there was this one girl who would like do such a mess like on her face, and it overwhelmed me because I'm like, how are you gonna clean all that up? And like seriously guys, like once you get into like your routine for your makeup, it's actually like pretty insane how easy it is to fix like everything yourself. One weird thing that I just noticed since I started doing my makeup is that like you see the crease on my eye right here, like that. This one's like huge. Like this one, like literally like you see that, like it's like this one curves beautifully and then this one's like all the way up here. So it makes like my eyes look like weird, at least for me. But so like one big thing with like eyeshadow is that I do have to make sure that it matches like how I want it to look, which this is what we're working with right here. And we can even go a little bit higher right here, almost to the toppy. And again, red is a very strong color, so just very subtly, like just very, 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 very subtly. Blend. Okay, I think we're good. We'll come back if we need to fix it. Yeah, so a lot of water. I always start with water. Almost probably to the point where like your head looks like it's like wet, right? So what I do is I do a lot of water, crunk, crunk, crunk. I can't remember what leave-in conditioner I used. Let me think about what conditioner I use. But then I use leave-in conditioner. Where are you from? Are you from like the United States, or are you from a different country? I can see if I can look up like similar type of conditioners if you're not like from the US, because I know certain brands aren't outside the US, unfortunately. Plus some brands here in the US are not good either. Like just because they advertise that they are does not mean that they are. So we're gonna go back in with the concealer right here, and just very, very briefly, like very briefly, oh my gosh, just very, very little. We're gonna cut the crease like this. Like that. And then you're gonna grab the same brush that we worked with earlier on our eyebrows, and then you're just gonna tap like this. Okay, pretty. So that like really pretty pinkish color in the middle is exactly like what we want, because we're gonna blend the green in there. I don't have any white eyeshadow, otherwise I would put like, you know, the white in there for the Mexican flag. England, try and see if they have any native products. I've heard that native is pretty good. They also do advertise to be organic supplements. I did a little bit of research on their shampoo, and I did, from what I remember, I do remember liking like the ingredients that they had. I just would always double check for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I honestly, if you like, what I use is I use like L'Oreal's like not L'Oreal's, Garnier Fructis, like their leave-in conditioner. But I think, if I don't remember like correctly, I don't know if they're like in a lawsuit for hair loss, but that really worked for me. I also like, since I dye my hair red, I do lose a lot of hair, but obviously because we have curly hair, it looks like we have so much more. But when it's wet, it's like actually pretty fine, like not really, like not thin, but like it's definitely not thick. I've also been using this one too, the replumping like leave-in conditioner by L'Oreal. So I really like this one. This one doesn't really help though with my curls so much. It just hydrates my curls. So you know how like if you straighten it or curl it or anything like that, it really does make it hydrate. Let me go to my bathroom and show you what actual leave-in conditioner that I use. And no way, do you like it? Like, do you like it? This is the first time I've tried it, so I pretty much like it. Let me see. Okay, so I don't know if she sells internationally, but my best friend actually put me on these. It's the Rizzo's curls, and she actually is she is a Mexican woman. Let me make sure. I believe she is Mexican. I think her name, I know her name is Julissa, but I'm not sure if she is like Hispanic or anything, but she's a woman, right? So like, this is what I have in my hair right now. So this is, and this was, not right after the shower, but I wet it like a lot. Sorry if I'm not talking like correctly, but, this is what I use. Rizzo's curls. And they're my best friends, so she put me on these. And I will be buying more of those. Oh, period, yes. I know, I think they ship like from the US too. Like if they're not in the United States or in England or wherever, I'm sure that they do ship internationally. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this because we're already like almost at an hour. And then let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna blend the pink. But yeah, I love having curly hair though. As much as like it's like a hard like job to have sometimes, I really would not trade it in for the world.
Unplug and unlock
Oh my God.
the tech and the value. America's most affordable.
These ads want to play, but they don't want to pay. Okay. Period. So it should look something kind of like this. And it should look like a really pretty pink in the middle. We're going to use a different blending brush. This one's going to be a little more like compacted. Just because I feel like I can work a little bit better with these when it comes to the inner eye. So we're going to open it up and we're going to get the green. Fade into hue. That's what we're using here. Thank you. What products do you currently use in your hair? And do you have like a thick like head of hair too? So this one is called the bold type on here on the fade into hue. It's a pretty strong green because we're using like Mexico colors, so the green on the flag is pretty, like, look at that. That's like just a couple dabs. So again, just take it and always remove the excess. Always remove it. Don't look crazy. Okay. So now we're just gonna go in and do some green. Okay, I think I removed too much. Let me go back in. And then do not be afraid to mix it in with the actual like red, because that's the whole point. Like the Mexico flag is all mixed together. Obviously has the white in there, but I can't do white right now because I don't have any whites. But I want the green to be very subtle, so when we blend this in, it's gonna look really pretty. Okay, let me go in this way. That's so cool that you live in England. Do you like it over there too? And thank you, yeah, for checking. I am always like down to like review products too. Okay. So this is how it should look. And then we're gonna go back in with the red and we're gonna blend it all together. Let me grab my mirror really quick. Okay. So for the red, I'm gonna pack on just a little bit so it doesn't mix in with that green like how it's doing right now. Because you don't want it to start looking like red and green blending together into a different color. Otherwise you're gonna have like a really ugly in-between transition. And again, you do not want that. So this is how you want it to kind of look. Just like blend very subtly into it. And you can do the same with the green. You just blend it right back. Period. Okay. Oh, this is gonna look so cute once you add the white in there. Okay. Period. For when I have dry hair, I still. Oh my gosh, yes, I have tried that. I literally used to love that. Love, love, love that. I don't know why I stopped using it. I wonder if they stopped like carrying it. No, there's no way they stopped like carrying it. But I do remember like using that like all the time, like when I used to go back to like college. or like right when I got out. I think it was right when I got out of college. Like that's when I kind of started taking care more about my hair. But anyways, this is what it should look like. Do not worry about that mix in there because we're gonna add the white, so do not worry about that. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same on this end. We're just gonna go ahead and blend it. Just like this. Oh my gosh, these stupid ads.
What's offsides? And how can I sound like I know?
Like, literally, they're so annoying. Like, they're on my video playing, and they literally don't even pay out. Stupid.
Grab my game changer for visibly improved skin in 14 days. Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do this right here, guys, because I cannot, like, look. I cannot see. Let me finish blending this and then... Do you have any other like products that you use? Like, what do you usually like shower with? This looks crazy, guys. I know it looks like insane, but it's gonna look really good at the end. You have to trust the process. Okay, period. So we're gonna leave it alone like that, and we're gonna actually start cleaning up my face because we're about to go and add eyelashes. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some makeup remover. Okay, so I usually use like a cotton swab for this next part, but I'm gonna take some of the like under eye out like this and just like swipe it out, because you do not want that to mix in with your your mascara or your under eye concealer, anything like that. You do not want that. Let me remove a little bit more right here. Okay. Perfect. So we're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna have to reapply our primer. I remember what it is. Oh, it's okay. No worries. I remember like for shampoo, because right now I have red hair, so I have to use like a red shampoo. But I use it, I believe it's John something. I can't remember either. It's like John something, and I use it. Sometimes I use the L'Oreal one too. So we're done with these palettes now. We can put the palettes away. And yes, you should look absolutely crazy because we're using very, very bold colors. So for this, what we're gonna do now is I am going to put on my concealer. Let me see, where's my... Okay, put these away and take a little drink break. Okay. Whoopsies, we have to add the grip again because we just wiped it off. So just put it a little bit like underneath your eyes. You always want this part to look like super hydrated because for me, it just creases if it's not. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry right now. And actually, I'm gonna pick out my eyelashes. I think I'm gonna do these. I don't know which specific ones because I do want it to be a dramatic eye look. So I think I'm gonna do like the wispies here at the bottom. Like these two right there, or these two. Where's my mascara? Look at that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are you doing right now? I know you said you're from England. What time is it over there? Are you just chilling on YouTube? I'm trying to see if it's still drying. I probably should put them on. Yeah, I'll put them on. I always trim like the end of the eyelash, and I always trim about 2, because that's usually what works for me. Oh, look how pretty. These are gonna look so pretty, like stacked on top. Oh, cool. What's your dog's name? So this is what they're gonna look like. They're gonna look like super pretty on there. It's gonna be so pretty. Okay. While my primer is drying, we'll go ahead and input that. Okay. I also use like the Kiss brand for these. I haven't met another like, oh, Dottie, that's so cute. I have a little corgi named Bubbles, which I'm actually surprised she's not in here. Let me see if she's outside my door. Sometimes she's like waiting. Are you out here, Bubbles? Bubbles! Okay, I left the door out. We'll see if she comes, but she's actually usually like right on my bed. Like when I'm doing videos, she just likes to be like present. So I usually like to add a little bit of glue up here too, so that like it sticks. And we're gonna let this dry. And I always add the glue, by the way, guys, first. Like, I always do it first like that. And then I let them dry probably for like a good like minute while it gets like its stick on. In the meantime, we can go ahead and do this too.
Is it too much to
So I want my eyeshadow to go out like right this. And like this. Normally what stupid ads. Normally what I like to do is I do eyeliner, but I'm not gonna do any type of like actual eyeliner for this look. I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave it as is. So what I do is I always like kind of go back down like that. And again, do not worry about it because we're gonna go in with the red. We're gonna be adding it back onto there too. I just always like to stop right before the eyebrow. But in this case, if you do have like any type of eyeliner that you want to add, you would want to do that first and then crease, like cut the crease down. Well, not cut the crease, but like then make it like this. So we're gonna go ahead and turb it down like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend it in just a second too. Okay, where is the red? But yeah, in that case, like the actual like eyeliner would go there. Oh no, what fell? Okay, I think the eyelashes are almost ready to be put on. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on. Look how pretty and big they are. Boop. Yeah, this is just random. Like if we end up going out, then like yay, my makeup's done. But no, this is just mostly because I just like to like do new makeup videos. And my thing is that I don't usually work with like bold colors. So I struggle a lot with like blending them. And so I told myself that I'm gonna go on live and do it because I've never done it live. So you guys are seeing firsthand like how like I would approach a situation like if I mess up or if I have to go back in and do it. And just kind of like looking at different ways to fix a makeup look instead of just like giving up on it. But the reason why I went back and unblended that is because it's gonna make it look like really pretty right here. I was maybe thinking of adding a white eyeliner like just underneath this, but we can go in and do that in just a second. We were gonna have to put in the concealer anyways because it's such a red, like, you know, such a dark red that we're gonna have to, but let me add a little bit right here. It's because I'm doing like a makeup look right now too for like Mexico's independence. So I'm like actually recording it too like on my other phone, and then I have my iPad playing my subliminal. So yeah. Yeah, well, like, because like if you mess up like on live or like you're doing anything like that, like, you know, obviously I don't have a lot of viewers, but still like whoever's watching is gonna see that. But I always like anytime that I feel like my makeup looks are like damn, I should have not done this. Like I feel crazy, I look like a clown, or I look like this. I always end up pulling it together. So I always trust the process. Because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, these colors like actually look really bad together, or like maybe I did a mistake in doing this. And it always works out. Oh my gosh, no. Let me try adding a little bit more. I think I left it to dry too long.
My skin, she gets thirsty. So when I shave, it's the new Venus Moisture Glove. It's got 5 blades and bars with a touch of argan oil that lock in moisture. Feel the power of smooth. My skin, my way. Venus.
And so sorry, give me just a second because this is not wanting to stick. I also am a way bigger fan of clusters than I am of these. I always struggle with these. That's why I waited until like my eyebrows are done. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, Portugal, like even like Italy, like they all have like pretty much like the same like colors too. I'm trying to do more Mexico style, but you know, I can't draw the eagle, so the eagle is not gonna make it into this. But for now, we can just pretend we're representing every country that has these beautiful colors. Okay, give me a second. This eyelash is really not wanting to get it together. And then I'm gonna record this really quick. Period. Okay. So we're getting somewhere, guys. Let me look at Riso's. Let me look really quick at Riso's ingredients. Riso curls ingredients. I'm actually not going anywhere. I'm just staying here. If my friends are like, hey, you want to go out later? I'm ready. I'm gonna go out representing every country that has green, red, and white. Any flag that has that too. Let me see what their ingredients are. It says so this is what it says on Riso Curls. If you go to their website, it says We have a long list of no ingredients we do not include in any our products. They have no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, no, I guess DEA, I have no idea what that stands for, no MEA, I'm sure it's not good. It says no artificial dyes, no drying alcohols, no mineral oils, no petroleum. It's color safe and cruelty free. Let me see, ingredients glossary. Oh, this is so cool. Look, guys. So if you wanted to use Riso curls, we're talking about like for curly hair. I'm from United States. That's where I was born, but my family is from Mexico, so I claim Mexico as well. I'm fluent in Spanish. I actually know a little bit of Portuguese too. Not enough though to have a conversation, sadly. I know like just a few words. But look, if you go like on their actual website, like it has like why they use like what they use. They use beeswax. They use like aloe vera. I saw that up there. Is that candle lily? I can't see that. But yeah, look, coconut too. So I kind of like that. I didn't even know that they had like a why we use it on their webpage. And then obviously if you're still skeptical, you can always search up like the product that they have on there. Yeah, I really will tell you too, like being sincerely honest with you, L'Oreal does gift me like a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like this is gifted by them. So I make videos on their products and I do list it. And I do like their product, but after my best friend got me on those Riso curls, I haven't gone like back. I haven't used L'Oreal's stuff. I'm just making like a product review on this today, but this is like the curls from the Riso curls. So shout out my girl Riso. She knows what she's doing. I'm sure at some point in her life having curly hair like us, right? She was like, I'm tired of all this other bullshit not working. I'm gonna create something better, and she did. She literally did. And that's awesome. I love that she has like all these ingredients on here. Yeah, check her out if you have curly hair. If you don't, you can also, you know, use her shampoo. I'm sure she would not care. If I my sister, I don't know the name. She was there. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what's really crazy too? I'm thinking about going back to my normal hair, because it's obviously like colored red. Let me talk and work, because if not, we're gonna be here for another hour. But I'm also gonna be using this white eyeliner too. So let me get it in video really quick. Ever since I started dyeing my hair red, and I don't know if it's the products in the red dye or if it's the developer that I'm using, or even like the shampoo I changed to, because when you have red hair you have to use red hair shampoo, or if it's all the products I've been newly introducing to my hair. But I've lost a lot of my hair since it's been red. But when you have curly hair, it never looks like you have like, you know, a little amount of hair. It always looks like you have like a lot, or you know, it's just like all bundled up together. But when it's like wet, you can definitely tell like my hair is like kind of thinning out. And I hate that, because obviously like for girls, and obviously men too, like hair is like such a big thing of our lives. Like I love my hair so much. It's my favorite feature on me. So I'm gonna start taking better care of it now. I wanted to see what I look like with red hair, and you know, yeah, that's okay. But you know what, like next time, just like do some like research. That's all it takes. It's like, hey, what ingredients are bad for hair? What ingredients are good for hair? Like anything that has like aloe vera, like natural ingredients, you know, coconut, and then, you know, certain oils like olive oil, stuff like that, could be pretty good for your hair, like rosemary, stuff like that. Yeah, it's really sad though, like how much product is out there, and most of it is not even good for us. Like I'm very much like down with that too. I'm thinking, sorry guys, I'm like getting out of order. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do my makeup first, and then I'll do the eyeliner because it's white, so I don't want it to mix with this. But we're gonna be using the L'Oreal like Infallible. foundation. And I always shake it too. Always shake it. Really? Do you have like straight hair? And how does it feel on your hair? Yeah, truly only people with curls like understand the struggle. But you know what though? My sister does have straight hair, and sometimes I kind of feel bad for her because like it's you know, if curly hair is oily, sometimes you can get away with like adding some dry shampoo or some type of product in it and putting it like up on top, or putting it in a big bun because we have curls, right? Where you have straight hair, you really can't do that. You're gonna see the grease. Like there's really no hiding. It's just straight and, you know, down. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I love that. I love that your genetics are great. I hope that you always have healthy hair. I hope that you know, you never have to do like use anything else aside that. I love that that's working for you. I heard people say that is it apple cider vinegar, that they wash their hair with apple cider vinegar, and apparently that is supposed to give like hair growth too and stuff. I don't know how real it is or how, like I haven't done my research on it. Okay, let's go ahead and blend this. Also, I noticed on live my foundation looks like it's yellow, but it's not. Not sure if that's like me or if maybe I just got a little like paler. Like this was actually like the perfect like match for me whenever I went to go do it. Blonde, I have blonde hair and it's all, wait, and all of theirs is like black. Yeah, the genetics are crazy. Genetics are seriously like insane. Like half of my family has curly hair, half of my family has straight hair. And like you could tell like, oh, my dad gave her straight hair, my mom gave me curly hair, you know, stuff like that. I had a cousin, like we're all like really like how like we're like, my dad is definitely like a lot more darker and we're like white, like literally like our skin color is white. And their family is like all like primarily like dark skin, and their baby was born like looking like me, honestly probably a little less like probably like almost pink. I would say. I mean, the baby is so cute, but like you wouldn't think that like it's their baby, you know, you wouldn't think because he looks so different, but he really is like their baby. So yeah, genetics are just like something that's like super cool. Like for me, even like when we were like in science classes, like little kids, I always loved doing those what are they called, those Punnett squares, like where you had to like do recessive genes and dominant genes and stuff like that. And then like, you know, when you find out that like, you know, black hair is dominant versus blonde hair, stuff like that, it's like pretty cool to know that like everyone's just made like very unique and stuff. So I do like that. It is 4:21 p.m. Yeah, maybe we should try it. We should try washing, or like let's do some research on some apple cider vinegar first, and then we could try washing our hair with it. But I know that apple cider vinegar is like such a natural like ingredient too, so I would imagine people who are saying it aren't lying, but you just never know. You always have to double check everything. Can't just trust anybody. But I hope the resale curls work for you, girl. Like, I know that I really liked it, and I was really surprised with how quickly like my curls turned into curls when I use that product. Because you know, normally you have to wait until it dries or you crunch it up, but with the Reso's product, your curls just immediately start forming like after you put the product in. Also, yeah, it is definitely the lighting that's making it look like it's paler than me, because like on my actual phone it looks like the skin, like my actual skin color. Maybe I'm just pasty. But I'm also gonna teach you too, if you ever get like a wrong like shade of color for foundation, don't throw it out. I will teach you how to fix it with contour, especially if it's lighter. Oh know. Oh, 222. That number's actually like associated to my grandma for me. She, I don't know why, but I've been like getting a lot of like kind of like angel signs is what I call them. Like angel numbers too, of 222. And I just got a tattoo for my grandma like like a few months ago. I don't know if you could see it, but it's like a rose with 222 down the line. And let me make a wish really quick. Period. I made my wish. But yeah, that's so cool. 2222. She's always with me. Okay, so it looks like we're done. Let me record this. Okay. What's next? Oh, contour. Once I believe in the tooth fairy. Oh yeah. I never thought that was real because I'm like, why are we letting random things come into our house? The tooth fairy, like Santa Claus, stuff like that, I never believed in, just because like when I was a little girl, like they told us about like stranger danger like immediately when we were like in preschool, you know, kindergarten, stuff like that. And so, sorry, I'm just gonna show you what I do really quickly. I always use the contour like that because I don't like to mix it straight on my face, so I just add a lot like that. But I always knew that that was a joke because what do you mean there's a grown ass man coming into my house, or like a grown ass woman coming into my house to give me money or leave me presents? That sounds creepy. Like, no. Yeah, but I do believe in like angels and stuff like that. Spirituals, I'm very spiritual, so I definitely believe that. Yeah, Santa was like insane. Like that was such an insane lie. Like you guys did not have to go that far to do that. And normally with like a lighter skin color, I usually like to do like if your shade is lighter than what you intend it to be, typically I always recommend like a light contour too, because then you're gonna look crazy. Or you could use dark, just really whatever, it's your preference. A lot of witchcraft and paranormal. Oh my gosh. Wait, like how? Like tell me, I'm intrigued. I believe in the paranormal and stuff, and like, you know, spirits and stuff like that. For me, I'm more like just like on the spiritual side. I don't really like, I don't see spirits or anything like that. I believe like in the power of manifestation and stuff. I just have never like seen spirits or anything. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I always believe that our ancestors are guiding us like in life. And that's why when you said 222, like I really believe it is my grandma, because 222 means that things are going the way that they're supposed to be going, and like you're exactly like where you need to be. And when I saw that, I had actually just started singing too, because when I was younger, I loved to sing, like even to the point where I was gonna go to like the X Factor and like sing. So when I saw like 222, I was thinking of my grandma heavy. And yeah, that's why I decided to get that tattoo in honor of her, because I felt like it was her showing me that I'm in the right place. Oh my gosh, what kind of demon? Like, I mean, do you feel comfortable talking about it? You definitely don't have to. I know it's like 4 a.m. in your country. It's broken down. Oh my gosh, you're not like scared or anything? Like, or like, do you go in there with like a good intention? Yeah, I don't like to bother spirits, to be honest. I don't like to do any of that. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like talk to somebody that I shouldn't be. Okay. And then once we add like the powder, it's gonna blend in like so pretty. Have you guys ever watched scary movies with like demons? Like, you know, paranormal movies? I do like those movies. Sometimes I'm a little iffy about watching like based on a true story. Really? Yeah, I can imagine that too. That's crazy that you live right next to like an abandoned mental asylum. You know what? I will say this. When I was younger, I did live in a white house that was really creepy. It was like at the corner, like, you know, but there was a place in our house like where we had a trampoline like right in front of the house, and like directly across from it was like a really old house. And I remember, I swear to you, I saw an old lady there, and like it was abandoned. Like, I mean, there's nobody lives in there. And we lived in a really small town too. So we're like, nothing's gonna happen in this small town. It's small. Who wants to like come here? Who wants to do anything like that? And yeah, I swear I saw an old soul, an old spirit. I think maybe that's the only time that I saw like a spirit. But I did tell the universe that I don't want that gift. I don't want that power. I'm not receiving it because to me, I just I don't want to like see or speak to spirits. I just want like my, like, you know what I mean? I just don't want access to that. It's not something that I want to do. Yeah. I mean, yeah, think about it. Like if you're a demon, you know, most of the time your soul is stuck, like, I guess, in hell. The closest thing to relate it to, right? They're not at peace. So they're probably just weird. Like, you know, I would assume if I was a demon, I would probably act strange too. Very inviting and not too. Yeah. Yeah. Or like, you know how they do like the Luigi, or not Luigi, the Ouija boards. Like if you don't close that correctly, like if you don't close the portal, like they'll come after you too, because you invited them in. Like, so yeah, that stuff I'm like, nope, I'll forget to do something for sure. I will forget to do something. I love horror. I love thrillers. I love action. I actually also love romance too. Yeah, like honestly, anything that has a good plot. But my main thing is I do love horror movies. I actually, on my TikTok, I do this thing where I recommend scary movies from like what I believe have a good plot. So I'm starting that up pretty soon. What genre of movies do you like? Oh, no way. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I can't believe you did that. You have guts, girl. I like psycho thriller movies. What's your favorite one that you've watched so far? Like recommend me one that I can review. The first Conjuring. Okay, I'll watch. Like The Conjuring, or is it actually Conjuring? Let me see. Conjuring. Let me see if I watched it. Oh, okay, no, it is a Conjuring. Okay. The Conjuring, right? I remember seeing them, and I do remember being absolutely terrified of them. But I think that it just came up with one, right? Like a new one just came out. So I want to go see it like with my friends. Let me put this up so it's not getting all messy. Up, put it up, put it up. Don't think I'll need that anymore. Okay, let me see what's in. Suggest me some very score. Have you watched The Conjuring? That one I do think was pretty scary. I also watched it when I was like younger. I remember I think it came. When was the first one made? Conjuring. First made. I remember I was pretty young when I watched it. It was in 2013. That's when the first one was made. So I probably watched it like a couple years after that because I was yeah, it was probably a couple years after that I watched it. But I do remember that one was scary because the actual plot itself, like the actual movie plot itself is scary. Like not necessarily whether or not you're scared like of the movie. The actual movie itself is scary. I'm trying to think. Let's see, Veronica, Annabelle, The Ring, Sinister. I have watched Annabelle. I've watched The Ring. I've watched Sinister. I've not watched Veronica. Let me see that. Veronica. That's okay, girl. Thank you so much for coming in and just talking to me. I really appreciate meeting you. Hope you have a great day. Let's see, Veronica. I haven't watched that one. I'll add it to... Actually, you know what? She looks familiar. I'll add it to my thing to watch it. Ooh, okay, Turkish. You know, in Mexico, there is one called La Llorona. Her story isn't really scary. It's more so, like, sad. But the Llorona was, like, technically who was, like, the scariest, at least for me growing up. So if you wanted to watch her story, you can. The plot, like, itself isn't really, it's just the plot that's sad and kind of scary, you know. I would love to watch some Turkish, like, scary movies, though, because I've never, like, watched any like that. Yeah, we're gonna blend in, and again, concealer's gonna change and fix everything. So do not worry. You want this blush to look pigmented. Yeah, I've heard a lot, like, about like, just in general, like, just different countries, like, even like The Grudge. I don't know if you watched The Grudge, but that is like, that was so fucking scary to me when I was younger, like, so unbelievably scary. Like, I could not. Okay. Go ahead and add some concealer here. Or like Children of the Corn. That one was okay. It wasn't really scary to me, to be honest. It was more like, I think it's because I have a sense of humor. So like, I make everything funny, and then it's like not scary anymore.
That's what I've learned. We met.
Sorry, I'm also recording on this end. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Let me bring you back. Yeah, it's cause like you know that it's real, right? Like obviously, you know what's real and what's not, because they'll tell you it's based on a real story or it's not based on a real story. It's like an interpretation or whatever. But in my head, because I know that it's like not happening to me in that moment, that's why sometimes I don't get scared. But what I do like to review is more so the plot, right? Like the actual plot of a movie. That's what I think is kind of scary, because like if you look at like The Grudge and like you look at the Llorona, like their storyline is sad and it is a little scary, but like that's mainly what I review. It's just like kind of the plot, because yeah, that's mainly what I do. What kind of business do I do? I just do makeup, like, you know. That's my, I guess that's my business. Like on this channel, I just make makeup looks. Period, we're getting somewhere. And now that like blends it out too. Do you have any businesses that you do, or do you work anywhere? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So I have a clothing line called Cuídate, which means take care in Spanish. That's my actual business. I thought we were like talking like just like here, like on live. So that was my bad. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love doing makeup. I'm telling you, see, the look comes together like very, very quickly. What else do we need to do? Okay, we do need to add this NARS. And then we're gonna add pink. I'm gonna add just a little bit more pink. Period. And then oh, that's awesome. I love that. What got you into tech? What got you and your friend into tech? Hello, Carrie. How are you? I hope your day is going well. Okay, period. Got it all mixed and blended. Oh shit, I almost dumped this. I'm trying to show what this is, but look at this also. Look at this difference, okay? So this is what my skin looks like without this powder. This is the NYX mineral finishing powder. So just look at the difference, okay? This is gonna change and blow your minds. Like literally. You see that? It looks like a filter. It literally looks like a filter. So pretty. And then what I usually do is I grab a little brush, like a brush like this. Thank you. How's your day going today, Carrie? Oh, that's awesome. I love that for you. That's literally awesome. Yeah. I know the features are still the same, but it's mostly because like I'm wearing these crazy eyelashes and this crazy dark color. Like if you think about it, right? If you took out like the big eyelashes and the bold eyeshadow, everything would still look the same. It's always the eyes. I've always said that. Sometimes like for example, like I do have like acne scars, but you can still see like the scarring through it. I don't try to like change who I look like in that sense, but also it's makeup. It's gonna make you look different. That's how women feel about men when they get their haircuts. Like, have you ever seen like men that like grow out their hair like probably as long as me or longer, and then they get a haircut and they look like a whole new person? That's like how women feel like about men with haircuts. So that's funny that you say that. But I just love makeup. It's so fun. Like, it's so fun. We're gonna do this other eye now. Powder everywhere. And then we're gonna grab this, the L'Oreal, and we're gonna add some more powder right here because this is what's gonna blend it all in together and give it that less white looking like cast on there. Oh yeah, yeah, glasses too. Like I've seen glasses like change an outlook for a lot of women. I actually used, well, not just women, but men too. Like I actually used to wear glasses when I was younger, and I always said I can never be without my glasses, and then I tried contacts and I like loved my eyes. So I was like, "Oh my God, I need to get on these immediately." Do you wear glasses? The bin 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 bin. Yes, right now I really like the Away Melrose one. That's one of my favorite perfumes. Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Period. Look at this. Yay. To blend it out just a little bit more. Okay. And now we're gonna add some eyeshadow or some highlights. We're almost done, guys. Can you believe it? We're almost at the end. I'm gonna be using this Invaluable L'Oreal. Everything is basically L'Oreal because I love L'Oreal. Look how pretty that is. Put it on your nose too. Put it out like this. And then I grab like a little tiny brush, one like this, and then I just What kind of cologne do you use? Or do you like any like shampoos or anything like that? Oh my God, not shampoos, perfume, sorry. And then we're gonna add the white. Okay, let me record this really quick. Okay, white. Yeah, I do recently for some distance. That's good. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have to wear contacts too because I can't see that well, but yeah, it's highlight. It goes on your eyes. So it's, or sorry, not on your eyes, on your face, and it makes it look like this. Like, see? Makes it look like your face is shiny, but in a good way, not like greasy shiny. This is my favorite part. This white is always gonna make your eyes look so pretty. So just grab it. Sorry, I cannot talk when I'm putting this on. I have to lock in, guys. And then I like to extend it out like this. That little teeny tiny line, you see that? Like that teeny tiny line just makes a big difference. Ugh, let me hold it like this. Period. Look at that white. Oh my gosh. I got some in my eye. No. Put all of this shit away. We're almost to the end of the road. And then we are going to use mascara for the bottom of our eyebrows. I'll read your message in just a second. I just want to finish this really quick. Okay, the tiniest bit. Okay. And we're gonna do lip too. Really quickly. Let me wipe my lips. Really? I don't think I've ever heard of any of those. Maybe the blue, the Chanel. Like, I think I have heard of that. I don't really know like too much about men colognes or like men perfumes and stuff like that, but I do know, I do like the scent, obviously. Whatever you guys got going on over there, smells amazing. We're gonna do also a red lip because, or actually, you know what? Should I do a red lip? Red lips like sometimes look weird. I'm trying to think of like, should I do red or should I do this sparkly one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do red. I think I'm gonna do some red. We're gonna do some red. Which one is like your favorite perfume? We're gonna do lip now, guys. We're almost at the end of this. Thank you for sticking in for almost like an hour and a half now, I think. Now I'm gonna use this. It's gonna be shade. $300. Yeah, that's good. Honestly, same. Like, well, yeah, same. I don't now, but because like I get the bigger bottles and they last a while, but I'm gonna do my lip really quick. Oh, I got something in my eye. Oh my gosh, it's the eyelashes. Why did my subliminal stop playing?
It's time, your time, not just
Stupid
to go back
ads.
to school, but to come back and move forward with Purdue Global. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
This is the new biotin shampoo and conditioner from Rizos Girls, and I'm excited to try it and show you guys my results. If you want healthier, longer hair, this biotin shampoo and conditioner from Rizos Girls is a must-have for your wash routine.
Okay, sorry. Cannot talk when I'm doing my lips. Ovi, it'll mess it up. Okay, that's all we're overlining. I'm gonna use red. Yeah, you too. Thank you so much for like spending time with me and talking to me. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a lot of success in your company. I know you will. Oh my god, this looks so pretty. Just a pretty red lip. Gorge. Amazing. So we are all done with our makeup. We're just gonna add this yummy setting spray. Yeah, Of course. Just shake it up, and we're gonna do this. I'm gonna let it dry. And I can put my hair down like this. I know I still have to go clean up my contour, but I'm gonna do my hair next. So I'm gonna take a break and probably go live somewhere else, but this is what the finished outlook looks like. So this is the makeup that we're working with for the actual Hispanic Heritage Month and just for Mexico's independence coming up on the 16th. So yeah, look, it looks so pretty. Let me put you maybe like directly in front of the light so that it could like actually show it. But alrighty guys, well thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a successful day today, and much love to my Mexican people and a big celebration for our big day. Yes, thank you so much. I will see you guys later. Bye.